welcome back to Keeping It Realty. I'm your host, Martha Smith.
And I'm your co-host, Natalia Perintoni.
And today we have a very special episode.
Yes, we do.
It's like no other.
It's a personal one.
It's a personal one. If this is the first podcast that you hear about us, a little bit about us, we're both realtors in the Tampa Bay area. We met each other on a team. Since then, we've ventured off to sell real estate on our own, and we started a podcast. On our podcast, we talk about real estate. We interview industry leaders, but today it's a new day, and today we have something new. This is the Real Tea from Keeping It Realty, where we dive deep, we get personal.
Yes, we do.
Let's get started.
Let's go.
All right, cheers.
Cheers. I hope we get some more wine.
We will. I have a feeling we will. So anyway, on our podcast, usually we're more like professional in a different setting.
Very structured.
Very structured. We have an outline. We're not doing that today.
Nope.
No. Today we're chill, laid back. We're going to get to know each other a little bit better. I'm going to ask you some questions. I haven't really run them by you. So if I ask you something that is too personal or you don't want to answer, please stop me.
I will.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, fun fact, Natalia and I have not known each other for that long. It's been under a year.
Has it been?
Under a year. How long have...
I think like now it's been a year.
When did you join?
Last year.
What month do you remember?
March.
In March?
I think it was March. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's been like a year.
So like a year. I've known her for a year. We've only been doing the podcast together. I would say that January is when we really start. Was it January?
Yeah.
Maybe March.
The end of January.
Maybe March. Ooh, our guy's here.
Spencer,
with our
thank
wine.
you.
And water?
Yes.
You're an angel.
You're so sweet.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So when would you say that we started to really like go deep? When did we start the podcast? In January.
In January.
In January, we decided.
Well, we
Okay.
had a news, first of all, because we were part of
Not
the same
yet.
team.
We didn't get the news yet.
Oh, okay.
We started actually the podcast and all of that because we went to an event together last year.
That's true. Yes.
We went to an event, and her and I went to go get sushi afterwards, and we're drinking wine. Do you remember? And we were just talking and flowing, and like it was just really fun conversation, which is what I wanted the podcast to be.
Right.
I wanted it to be just us talking about girl talk, and real estate stories. And I was like, wow, was it you or was it me? I can't even remember that said we should start a podcast.
I think it kind of came naturally. Both of us were like,
Yeah.
damn, you know what?
We were
We
like,
should.
yeah.
And then we ended up like thinking about it.
Yeah. And so I remember that we told a couple people and they didn't have faith in us.
No,
They
they're
were
like, nah, yeah,
these
okay,
two,
whatever.
And to their defense, I mean, we didn't really hang out that much. We didn't really know each other that much. So it was kind of like a gamble to start something like a whole business, because doing a podcast is a business.
It's a whole business.
Yeah, we literally have bank accounts together. Like, it's a business, okay?
A lot of discipline.
A lot of discipline, a lot of work,
consistency, right?
consistency. And so we start the podcast. We start like applying for the business and the license and all of that in January.
Yes.
We literally had no idea what we were doing. We figured it out.
We
This girl-
figured it out. We're like, how are we going to do this?
Yo, we worked day and night.
Yeah.
Every day. We fought. Remember our first fight? I don't remember our first fight, but I remember our fights.
There's several where we just want to.
But you know what? It's so funny because you're a single child.
I am.
And that's what a fight with a sibling feels like. Just like that.
Wow.
It's like you fight because you're mad at each other at the moment, and then instantly you're like, okay, did you get that out of your system? Let's get to work because we got to do
I
this.
love that. So, see?
Isn't that how our fights go every single time?
All the time. All the time.
Every time.
It's like a love-hate relationship.
It's like I'm like the big bully sister, but really she's a brat. She's like the bratty little sister. When did we start recording for the pod?
I would say February was like our first. Well, first of all,
February, March.
Yeah.
February, March, we start recording for a pod. It took us like 3 months to literally get the first 4 episodes. Like,
Yeah, it was
scripted.
tough. One of the guys goes, "You're not reading all of that, are you?" And I was like, "Yes. What do you mean?"
I tried to tell her, I'm like, listen, we're not going to be able to be reading. We have to be our natural selves. Like,
Yeah.
people like authenticity.
Exactly.
But no, this
exactly.
girl, she wanted just paragraphs. She wanted to just...
And that's my thing. Like, I wanted to be organized, but sometimes impromptu and just like going with the flow makes it so much better.
But to touch on that, I want to give it to her because she was not comfortable in front of a screen, in front of like.
Can you say it louder?
I'm so proud of her. No, seriously, I really am so proud of her because like I've had to peel the onion with her.
Yeah.
You know, because I talk to her on a regular basis and she's funny and witty and I'm trying to like get her to be herself, and then she wants to be this prim and proper and you know, and so today we came up with a bright idea to have a little bit of champagne, and I think it's gonna work.
Yep,
it's working.
It's working.
So anyway,
all right.
we've come a long way. We've had some great people on the show.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, same for you. I'm very proud. Let's take this moment.
Thank you.
She has lots of hats to handle as a wife, as a mother. She's also a top agent in Tampa Bay as well. She got lots of things going on. A sister, right?
Thank you. I appreciate
She has pets. She has a couple of dogs.
I have two little pets. Big pets are big responsibilities. I have little pets because I already have too much responsibilities, right? That's what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So cool dynamic that we have going on. This episode today, we wanted to make it a little different. We're thinking that maybe once a month, if this does well, we can kind of dive deep, just talk to our audience, tell you guys where our head's at, you know, talk about fun stuff that happens that doesn't necessarily have to do with real estate, but
our life,
you know, and I think that would be fun. And I don't want it to be like super scripted and like, you know, I want it to come natural. What was our first topic? Okay, so tell me a little bit about you. I know that you're a single child.
Agent.
A single agent, single child. No, you're a single child, right? Like,
yes.
Because I do notice that little single child syndrome in you.
Yes.
There's plenty of single childs, but I have siblings. I had a bunch of cousins. You had cousins, so they were kind of like your siblings. So tell me a little bit about your upbringing. Like, were your parents strict? Did you get your butt whooped? Like,
oh, yeah. So,
wait, first of all,
yes.
First of all,
yeah.
What nationality are you?
Okay, so first, I was born in New York, and I moved to Tampa when I was like 10. And my background, Colombian and Puerto Rican. A lot of people don't know that I'm Puerto Rican, but I am.
You went to college. Where'd you go?
I went to FIU.
Okay.
FIU, hospitality, event management. So that's my background, marketing.
Wait, FIU, where's that?
Florida University.
Oh, okay.
Miami.
Okay. So you went there for hospitality.
Yes.
So your parents were here in Tampa and you went to Miami?
I did. Okay,
so you went away from your parents.
For sure.
How was that?
It was lots of growing challenges because, you know, you always depend on the parents, right?
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, I actually get to learn how to cook. I get to be by myself, enjoy my own.
Where did you live? Did you have like a roommate?
So at first I lived in the dorms there. There's like apartments, but I had to share the room with another person and then two other people. So we just shared a bathroom.
Okay. So you were like in the dorms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then I ended up staying for 7 years.
7 years in Miami. I was born in Miami. So that's like a big party town. Did you do a lot of partying while you were out there?
So I did the opposite. I felt like Tampa was dragging me down at that time because I was part of the radio, and I felt.
Wait. Back up. You were part of the radio?
Yes. So I used to work at 92.5 Maxima, and I was doing their promotions. I was part of the team, right? Promotions team. So we would go to festivals and we would do club remotes. So I was out there giving out the tickets.
This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Are you serious?
100%.
Yeah. That's how
You worked at a radio station?
Yes. It was fun. It was such a great time.
Like, you didn't make any connects? Like, so we could get famous on our podcast? Hello? We have Natalia Pirantoni here. No?
I still have a lot of connects. They're out there. I love them.
Listen,
I show up to all their.
You need to give them a call and like find out what's up.
I still have that relationship.
Yeah.
You know, and that's so important. What you bring up is creating those relationships and not burning any bridges. Okay. Like, because you just never know. Mm-hmm. You know, years back, I didn't know maybe we could use them. You know, like you're saying. Reach out to them.
No, they could totally help us grow our channel and like in our podcast and like give us some pointers, if anything. Like what can we do to grow? I mean, this is fun for us, but it's a lot of work. We would like to, you know, grow.
Yeah. I'll get you some meetings set up.
Yeah. Set it up, girl. All right.
Yes. So, what else? So, yes, with the radio and in Tampa, it was just so, there was a lot of distractions and I felt like I wasn't
Okay,
going
so you're
anywhere.
going to college in Miami, and
That
your
was
parents
before. So, why
and
did
your
I go to
parents
Miami? Was because I was very distracted here. I felt like I was going a wrong direction.
you
I
were
was like,
clubbing,
exactly.
being hanging around the wrong
Yo,
crowd.
I would get messages left and right every single time, every single day. Mind you, I'm still living under my parents, and as strict as they are, you know those Latin parents where they're just
And
sitting
you're a
waiting for
cutie,
you.
and you're a cutie.
They're waiting
So,
for you at 3 a.m. Natalie, my dad calls me Natalie. Shout out to my dad.
yeah,
He Natalie, what do you think this is? A hotel?
yeah.
And I was like, no, Daddy. You know, good night. I'm so tired. I don't want to have a conversation at 3 a.m. You know what I mean?
Drunk.
But
Daddy.
yeah, exactly. What are
Yeah.
you doing up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
I
you went to
learned.
Miami to go to college. Let's get past that little.
Yeah.
Okay. You go over
So I
there,
went to
You didn't party in Miami because Miami's like the
Don't get me
biggest
wrong.
party city.
Yeah. No. So it is. It's just that I was just so focused. I didn't know anybody. So
Yeah.
I was just like, you know what? Let me just study, get this out of the way. And then, of course, I ended up partying. But
At the
it was
end.
fun. Yeah. It was a
Okay.
great time.
And so when did you come back to Tampa?
After COVID. After COVID, because I was in the hospitality. I was working for Marriott as a corporate meeting manager there. So, and then from there, COVID hit. Hospitality is the first one to go, right? Oh, we gotta layoffs. And then I was like, you know what? And at that point, my relationship was not working out. I said, you know what? Let me just go back to my, parents and family in Tampa. Let me start fresh. And then here I am. I'm
Okay.
still with the real estate license. That was the time when I got it into real estate.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My story a little different.
Okay.
I come from immigrant parents. They came from Cuba when they were like 11 and 10 or something like that. My parents fell in love really young. My mom had me at 15, which is crazy. All my mom embedded in my head was like, don't have a child at 15. Don't have a child. I'm like, got it. I won't. She had me at 15, and then she waited a while before she had my brother. Obviously, she was 15 and had me.
Mm-hmm.
And then they struggled because they were 15 and 16 years old.
Right.
Cubans in Miami. And Miami during that time in the 80s when I was born, because I'm an 80s child. Yeah, my parents had me. And then a couple years later, like maybe 8 years, I think, they had my brother. And then they had my youngest brother. So it's three of us.
Of you guys.
It's
Okay.
3 of us. My middle brother, he's a professional boxer. Golden
Yes.
Hawk. Shout out to Golden Hulk. And
I love that.
I know when he came up with that name, I remember he was like, "What do you guys think about Golden Hulk?" And we like made so
Bursted
much
out laughing
fun
or what?
of him. We
Yeah.
were like, "Golden Hulk, what the hell is that? Like Golden Hulk, like, who do you think you are?" Like,
Little did you know.
And now he's awesome. He's amazing. He has a gym in Tampa in downtown where they're doing like camps, summer camps for kids, and like shout out to him because he
That's
genuinely he started late in the game with this boxing thing, but he loves loves boxing and working out, and he was actually fat for a while, and we used to make fun of him for being fat.
What's wrong with fat people?
And then no, nothing is wrong with fat people. I'm just saying, like, he was really big, and then he's in amazing shape. Have you seen my brother? He looks like
I haven't
freaking like
personally
a
met him, but-
sculpture, like chiseled, but he does work out.
That's genetics, though.
He works
right?
out
Or
crazy.
what?
But anyway, back to my story. Enough about my brother. I have another brother. He owns a construction company.
Okay.
Which is amazing because that's what my dad always did. And so when I graduated high school, circling back, I went into the family business. My dad had a construction company, and I was like the 18-year-old driving a Mercedes because I had a business.
Money.
But I didn't go to college.
So you don't have a college degree?
No, I don't. Well, I went to college later on, but like for trades, like I got my adjuster's license. I went to the University of Jacksonville and did that, like little trades, but I never did the whole college thing. No.
But most business people out there, they don't even have their degree.
Yeah, so I
my
don't.
dad.
So to touch on that, I always felt like limited and intimidated because I didn't have that, and later on in my life, like when I met my husband's a lawyer, and I remember I was working at the law firm, and I'm surrounded by people that not only went to college, but they became lawyers, esquires, you know,
Right.
doctors, people with like bank.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, I'm a freaking moron. Like, I don't even know what they're talking about. I don't know what a bachelor's in this means or that. And like, I always struggled with that for a long time because I was like, I felt like I wasn't as smart as the people I surrounded myself with, you know, but I mean, whatever. I did okay for myself. So I went to the University of Jacksonville, did that. I did insurance for a little bit. I've always done well. You know, I'm very like spiritual. By the way, can we just time out? Let's jump to this. Natalia and I were both baptized this year. We were both baptized this year. And I
feel like I met you when we were both in that spiritual journey. Like, we were on the same team, and I was like, oh my God, I'm not sure if I should get baptized. Remember I was telling you that?
Yeah. No, I had been going to church, like, every Sunday. I was going to church. I was reading the Bible. And I remember that in my head, I was like, I want to get baptized, but I don't want to get baptized unless I'm 100% for real gonna give myself.
Do you remember what I asked you?
No. What?
Will you ever be ready? Will you ever be ready? I mean, we are sinners regardless. No, listen. Every day. We can't be perfect.
Time out.
We can't be perfect.
10 years, no, like maybe 5 years ago, if you would have told me, are you ready to be baptized? I would have been like, hell no. Hell no. I'm doing all the sins in the world. No. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't ready. I knew I was doing wrong. I knew I wasn't ready to accept God as my savior and be all.
Everybody has their timing. Exactly. Like, you just had the specific
And I didn't want to be a hypocrite.
You need to stop drinking.
Hypocrite. I don't want to be a hypocrite. See, I didn't go to college. I don't want to be a hypocrite.
This is what I deal with every day. I love Martha so much.
Listen, in my happiest state, I'm a comedian. If I feel comfortable enough, I'm like, yo, but listen, on the flip side, let me tell you, this could be pretty funny. But no, maybe drinking all this wine wasn't a good idea.
We were talking about getting baptized.
Oh, yeah. Baptized. So, any hoozles, I feel like God placed us in each other's lives.
Absolutely. I agree.
There's been so many times where, like, you or I have been negative or, like, have been in a little funk or have been dealing with something. And, like, we both have the gift of
grounding. I feel like that. Yeah. Hey, what's going on? What are you grateful for? Right. That's what we ask each other. Like, let hold on.
Yeah. Let's like reminding each other of like how far you've come, like what you're doing. Give yourself some grace because I am super hard on myself.
Yes.
How are you? Or do you feel like you're hard on yourself, or what?
I feel like I'm okay. Like it's not like, but you are.
I'm super hard on myself.
And like I love that about you. So I'm very I'm like the creative person. She's very creative too. But she's the executor. Like I'm like, okay, without her, I wouldn't be able to do all these other things, right? Yeah. And that's how I feel like why we're such a great team. Yeah. Right. So where was I going with this?
Yes. So we're a great team because of that. No, I agree. Like I feel like we were both baptized separately and independently, but during the same time. Tell me a little bit about like, because I found that so fascinating. Your uncle owns a church, or he's like the pastor at a church?
He's Pastor Jason, which is incredible because he called me this morning to, check up on me and see how I was doing.
What's the church name? Shout out to the church.
City Life Church in Tampa.
If you guys are from Tampa, you know City Life. This is blocking my beautiful face.
Yeah. So I've been on this journey for a while. I mean, as a Hispanic Catholic, I was raised Catholic.
Yeah, we both were raised Catholic.
Yeah. And it's been very difficult. It was difficult because now I appreciate Christianity, and I'm so thankful for so many people along my way and be like, hey, this is the way. Honestly, like without God and without Jesus, I feel like I wouldn't be here right now.
So pause. When you went searching for God, what was it for you?
I felt empty. Like I felt like I was just like in a very dark moment of my life where I got laid off from my marketing job. It was just everything. It was mentally, it was romantically, it was spiritually. I was just empty. Financially too, I was struggling. I was just like, what am I doing? I mean, last year was tough for real estate.
Yeah, but it wasn't last year. Was it?
Well, it was during last year. Like at the end of last year, I was just like, what is going on? Like I haven't been like. Last year was
my toughest
It's
year.
been very tough. Yeah. I mean, I thank God that I had closings, but it wasn't enough to be,
self-sufficient.
So I love to go out and have good dinners and all this, but then I was like, I'm missing something.
Not just even going out and good dinners, because there's this misconception of realtors out there, like we make all this money and we're like so whatever. It's negative. The misconception about realtors is that we don't work our asses off. We make all this money that we don't deserve. All we do is open doors, and that's not the case at all. Like there's so much emotion involved, because when I know that both of us, when we work with a client, like we're invested in this client. It's like we're buying our own house. Yeah. We're trying to make things work for them, and what they need is what we're trying to deliver, and your emotions get involved. So it's so draining mentally. It's draining.
So draining.
Yeah. And we're juggling all these hats. But anyway.
This has been back before, like even during in Miami, I went to VU Church, and it's a non-denominational church, and I went there and I was like, wow, I can connect. I love this. Like, not only because I'm going to church every Sunday in the Catholicism, and there's nothing wrong with Catholic, like it's to each his own, right? Yeah. I just felt so connected. I felt like, oh my God, I get to have a relationship with God. Mm-hmm. Even if I don't go to church, hey, I could still talk to him every time I wake up. Every time I go to sleep.
Do you remember when I went into the office and I was like, Jesus and God are not the same person.
Oh my God.
Jesus is the Son. And you were like, no, they're the same person. Anyway, we're not going to get into that because we don't want you guys to argue with us or whatever. But I've since then learned.
Somebody tell her, please.
I've since then learned, okay?